Fortnite Chapter 5 has just been released, and you're probably wondering, what do I do with all these new things? Well, from the loot pool to the new movement, there are so many things to cover in this new chapter of Fortnite. Before I start, I would like to let you know that I will be hosting customs on my new Discord server. I made a Discord server specifically for customs for the new chapter. Once you join the server, make sure to head over to the Epic account Discord link text channel and link your Epic account with the bot so you can get access to the code dispatch channel where the custom codes will be sent out. If you have any questions about how to set it up, please DM me on Discord. The link to join will be in the description below. Let's get right on into it. Starting out with this season's loot pool, we have a ton of new weapons and customizations. The two shotguns we have is a Frenzy Auto Shotgun and a Hammer Pump Shotgun. The Frenzy Auto Shotgun is really good for spraying enemies down, just like the drum did. The Hammer Pump Shotgun, on the other hand, is more like a pump from Chapter 1 and shoots one bullet at a time. I believe the Hammer Pump Shotgun is the best shotgun for build mode. In zero build, the hammer could also be a good option, but you may want to go with the Frenzy Auto Shotgun. It's really up to personal preference. Moving on to the ARs, there are two types of ARs, the Nemesis AR and the Striker AR. If you like a fast shooting AR, go with the Striker AR because it can take some health off of an enemy very quickly. Personally, I take the Striker AR more often because it shoots faster and allows me to beam my opponent. If you want a slower shooting AR so you can line up your shots better, take the Nemesis. Talking about spraying weapons, let's move on to the season's SMGs. This season, there is one SMG that really shines, and it's the Hyper SMG. The Hyper SMG can spray super quickly and does some decent damage. If you hit your shots, this weapon can be very deadly. There's also the Burst SMG, which is just okay. This season, there is also the Reaper Sniper Rifle. I noticed that the sniper this season has a ton of bullet drop, so get a scope that can help you prepare for that. The sniper can be very overpowered if you put the right attachments on them. For movement this season, we have the new Grapple Blade. This blade is not very good for far movement, but can be really effective for moving your position at endgame. Moving on to a new section this season is attachments. All the scopes or optics that you can add to your weapons are the Red-Eyed Sight, which gives you a 1.15 times scoped view, a Hollow 13 optic, which gives you 1.3 times the scoped view, a P2X optic that gives you 2 times scoped view, and a sniper scope, which gives you 4 times scoped view. After that, you have two types of magazines. There's the drum mag and the speed mag. The drum mag increases your magazine capacity, and the speed mag increases your reload speed. Right after that, you have your underbarrel attachments, which is your angled foregrip, which reduces the time to ADS, your vertical foregrip, which improves ADS recoil and spread, and you have your laser, which increases hip fire accuracy. Right after that, you have your barrel attachments. Right here, you have your muzzle brake, which reduces recoil, and then you have your suppressor, which makes your weapon quieter. These do cost gold to purchase, but it's not much. It is all up to personal preference on what attachments you would like to add to your weapon. I suggest picking out the best possible scope for your sniper because the sniper is overpowered this chapter. Let me know down below what your favorite attachments are. After all this, you're probably wondering, what loadout should I carry? My personal preference for build mode would be a hammer pump, Hyper SMG, a sniper, and 2 sets of heals. And more specifically, 1 slot for shields and 1 slot for white health. This loadout has all the best weapons from each category in my opinion. For zero build, I would suggest carrying a Frenzy Auto Shotgun, Hyper SMG, Ballistic Shield, and 2 slots for heals. You could take the Hammer Shotgun instead because of its ability to hit hard, or just stick with the Frenzy. The Ballistic Shield is also really good for zero build because it allows you to protect yourself and fire at the enemy at the same time. Instead of the Ballistic Shield, you can carry a sniper instead, which is also very good. Now that the weapons are all sorted, we can move on to the map. This season's map is very different from any other season before. We have different collabs coming to Fortnite like Lego and even Peter Griffin coming to Fortnite as a boss. These bosses drop all sort of weapons, but I feel like the best 2 bosses to get would be Peter Griffin with his mythic hammer shotgun and Valeria's with her hyper SMG. Another good boss to grab would be Nisha with her striker AR. I suggest picking one of the POIs to drop at and drop there every game until you know the place confidently, and then you can land there in tournaments. Also, to pick your favorite POI, you can use Fortnite.gg. It shows you where all the chests on the map are and all the loot, ammo boxes, vending machines, and everything. So pick your drop spot wisely. I feel like the train this season is very overrated. It normally gives blue loot and takes forever to open the big chest. So I would suggest not going for it. The only thing it's really good for is possibly rotation through the map if the train is heading in the direction towards the circle. Now, don't get me wrong, the train can be worth it sometimes, but usually it's not. After we're set with the map and our new weapons, we have to talk about the new mechanics. As you may have noticed, the movement walking speed is 10% slower than previous chapters. Most of the Fortnite community does not like this change and are making efforts to convince Epic Games to change it back. This movement could be a good thing or a bad thing. This is one of the biggest things you should learn to adjust to this season. Something to especially work on this season is to sprint between buildings. I've said this before in my tips and tricks video. Go watch that in the iCard right here, but it is especially important this season with the slower walking speed. You can practice this in my zero delay 1v1 map. The code is on screen now. You can also watch the video of how I made it in the iCard right here. If the map is not currently working, I'm getting it back up and running very soon. In zero build, make sure you do not use up all your sprint just in case you need some more if someone else is pushing you. You do not want to have someone chasing you and you're walking away like you just broke your ankles. Moving on to competitive. The competitive side of things for the season is going to be way different because of the new movement and weapons. They have also increased the prize pool for this chapter. That means if you get finals in a Duos Victory Cash Cup, you are guaranteed to make more than before. I recommend watching videos of pros and good players to see what they're doing so you can apply that to your gameplay. I consider myself to be a decent player at the game, so if you'd like to come over to twitch.tv/peeper1235, you can watch me play live. If you want to earn in upcoming tournaments, I recommend practicing now, especially for the 2024 FNCS if you want to go pro next year. Hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned on the channel for new updates, tips and tricks, competitive breakdowns, and gameplay. Let me know what you think of the new meta this season, and if this video did help you out in any way, please consider using code PEEPER in the Fortnite item shop. That is PEEPER. I put a lot of work into these videos to help you get better at Fortnite Battle Royale. Leave a like so YouTube knows to send this out to more people, and that's all I have for you today, folks. See you all in the next one. Peeps out.